Good afternoon, it's Sunday afternoon. We are in the car and we are on our way to the Great Green Barn because there is an event on tonight, an Exquisite Harmony, which is a celebration and story of, who are they again?
Robert and Clara Schumann.
Schumann and Brahms. No idea what it's going to be like, but yeah, looking forward to seeing the event and also seeing how it goes. And obviously,
you haven't been at an event there?
No, I haven't.
The wassail?
No, I haven't. I didn't see the Anne Reid thing. So of course I'm accompanying Paul. That's the main reason for me being here. Weather-wise, we've just driven through a sort of squally, low cloud awfulness, and the weather is distinctly colder. So spring has gone, winter has returned. That's how it is in the UK. We're just currently driving through Guildford, and we should be at the venue in about
20 minutes.
20 minutes or so, yeah. So I'm going to be hopefully taking some photographs and possibly some video. I don't know how it'll work. But yeah, I'll see you later. Morning. I'm hot and sweaty. In fact, let me take the scarf off. I've got twigs in my hair. It's Monday morning, and I've been out in the front garden this morning to tackle the bed out there, the front yard, if you like, which is overgrown in ivy, which we have on the wall, which is fine, but it was kind of creeping into the beds, and we've currently got some euphorbia. And I've worked really hard in the past couple of hours, so I filled the green waste wheelie bin already, and I've not really finished. Oh, snotty nose again. So there's more to do. And I was sort of spurred on to do it, A, because it needed to be done, but B, because the squirrel had dug into the window box again and there was soil everywhere. So it was really unsightly. That had to be tackled. I've breathed something in as well. So I had a coughing fit during it. But yeah, lots to do. I haven't done it before and after because at one point I nearly came in because of the amount of noise. It's kind of stopped now because I think it's coming up to lunch hour. But we've got a scaffold going up down that way. There's something going on sort of that way, and there's something going on that way. It was an assault. And I think, okay, yeah, work needs to be done. People have to have work done and blah, blah, blah. But there's no kind of permit system or organisation by the local authority. So you only really have to have a permit if you're having a skip on the road or something is infringing on the road or the footpath, the sidewalk, as you call it in the States. So that's when you need to have a permit. So there's no kind of control done on work, general work being done to houses. God, it's so hot. You don't hear that a lot from me, do you? So what that means is that there could be 10 houses all having work done at the same time during the day. And if you work from home, that's like torture. And especially seeing as though a study has recently been done about the damaging effects of noise on people in society, you'd think that they would say, we need to think about this. And actually, it's quite a simple thing. There needs to be a limit on the number of properties that can have work done at the same time in a certain radius. And there needs to be some kind of consultation as to the number of people that work from home. Also think about, I don't know, families with people that need to be cared for, autistic people, people with learning disabilities that find loud noise difficult to cope with. You've got so many different scenarios, elderly people, babies, whatever, people with mental health issues. There needs to be joined up thinking around general noise in neighbourhoods. It was exhausting, actually. Yeah. And of course we have our neighbours doing small jobs as well. Bang, 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 bang. Oh. And I'm out there making actually no noise whatsoever. I'm not being holier than thou, but... So I'm, a bit annoyed by that, but I've come in for lunch now. I need to carry on later. You're not going to see any difference, but I'll just show you through the front window. Hold on. So this is our front yard, and you can see all that ivy, which I don't mind because it covers quite an ugly wall, but I've cleared all of this of ivy and rubbish, and I've not finished yet. Those bricks need to be realigned at some point, but that's another day. I've also removed some dead stuff. There was a dead magnolia in that pot that you can just see. I've cut that back. So, yeah. And that's taken me the best part of 3 hours, maybe 2.5 hours, something like that. Yeah. But at least the sun is shining and it's not raining, and I'm actually doing it. I've made the commitment yesterday, and I stuck to it. But I'm going to need a bath. I had a bath and washed my hair because we went to the event last night at the Great Green Barn. So I had a bath and a hair wash, and now I've literally got twigs in my hair. Oh well. I'll see you later. Oh, it's now 5:30 and I came in about 10 minutes ago, having spent the afternoon weeding the driveway and finishing off doing what I was doing. I'm not finished, nearly finished. I just need to wipe down the windowsills. But I've worked my ass off. A neighbour came out to talk to me. I said, God, gardening, I really find it a challenge. My back's really playing up as well. And naturally, because I've just done a load of work that I don't normally do, stands to reason, logical. And she said, oh, just do a bit at a time. I said, well, I don't operate like that. Not when the reason for doing this is to tidy up that mess from the squirrel and also make it look more pleasing, aesthetically pleasing. And the thing is, it only really takes 2 of those per year to really get rid of the weeds and tidy up the front bed. It's just a couple of times a year, but it's intense. But today's been more intense because of all that noise, and it started up again this afternoon. It actually started to give me a bit of a headache. And then my neighbour chimed in with his vacuum cleaner for the car. I just thought, work through it, just keep pushing through, just ignore it. It was a real assault. I've had cars speeding up the road as well. Just crazy. Crazy. When we first moved in here and I started doing this gardening was all about hearing the birds, greeting the robins, being peacefully in your garden, always lovely, a few planes going over occasionally, and that was it. And then a few years into living here, people started having extensions, as people do. And it just got noisier and noisier and noisier. And now it's very built up, lots of people, lots of new flats everywhere, a canal which is very, very popular with people, which is great. You know, that's what city life's all about. But I'm so over it. So over it. Anyhow, so it's been a day of whinging today. I'm hoping tomorrow that I've got a couple of things still to do. I still want to sweep the back patio and clean the windowsills at the front. And I'd really like to clean the windows as well at the back. But then I want to settle down to do some cookery, because that's what we're here for, to eat. I'm going to say goodbye for today. Sorry it's been a whingy one, but that's just been how it is. Keeping it real. Bye for now. Morning. It's Tuesday morning. It is about 9:15. I started my day a while ago. We were up quite early. And I thought, okay, just get out to the front, clean the vestibule and the window ledges and, you know, the sills. So I did. I'm in my scruffs. I've had the dustpan and brush and my big duster and my little step ladder. And hopefully it's looking a lot cleaner. That window certainly looks a lot cleaner. I'll give you a quick look. Hold on. I don't like filming outside. I never like filming outside, so I'm not going to talk. So this is all clean. And the floor's been cleaned. And all this is clean as well, and this is tidier than it was. Thank goodness. Fresh and clean, spring clean. I don't know whether you heard, but the noises. Let me take my shoes off. The daily noises have started. There's another scaffolder out there this morning. I don't know whether it's the same scaffolder as yesterday, but maybe they're making adjustments to the scaffolding that they put up. But yeah, it looks quite nice and sunny. So it looks as though it's going to be a pleasant day. I've not looked at the forecast. Yeah. So not really sure what my day's going to bring yet. I've not really planned it. But I think I'm going to be making a video. Yeah, as usual. But I think I'd quite like a cup of coffee now. So I'm going to do that. I'll see you later. It's about midday. So I've just planted some peace lily seeds that I saved from last year. And there's a little video if you want to have a look. And I've just had something to eat because I felt my energy dipping. So I had some crackers and peanut butter. It was lovely. So yes, peace lily seeds. Hoping that they'll germinate. No idea whether they're viable still. But that's going to be an experiment that will take some time. Oh, pardon me. So yeah, this morning is turning out to be quite a chilly morning. Well, it's the afternoon now. But yeah, chilly. Where has the spring warmth gone to? This is full spring now. And then there'll be the return of winter. Yeah. Hey ho, I'll see you later. I just wanted to show you the blossoms again. The big pink one's in full swing now. I absolutely love it. Excuse my dirty windows, still haven't got out there to do those yet. Forsythia is glowing like a yellow ball. Yeah, it's beautiful. I will get some close-ups of that big pink one when the sun comes out. It'll be around for a good week or so at its height. They're so fleeting though, aren't they? Good evening, it's Tuesday evening. I've just been doing some music on the computer upstairs. Again, working on about 3 or 4 tracks and then abandoning them halfway through because I don't feel as though they're going in the right direction. But that's just how it is, you know. I'm very self-critical. Yeah. That's been it, really. Yeah, it's been a busy day. Yeah, and it's going to be a busy day again tomorrow. It usually is. It's the way it goes, huh? I'd like to do some cookery tomorrow. I was going to do some today, but just didn't have time. Anyway, to finish off today's vlog, and it's cold, by the way, I've got the gloves back on. Lynn, this is specially for Lynn. Lynn asked me whether I would do a tutorial on scarves. And I replied to you, Lynn, and said, look, there's really only 2 ways that I wear scarves, really. So this one's quite a long one and it's made of linen. So it's a really nice sort of grey-blue linen. Because it's long, I wrap it round like that and then tie that bit up in a knot. You can do it in 2 knots if you want to, if you're feeling adventurous and want to reduce the length, like that. Then, of course, in the winter, you can do that as well if you're going out. And also it reduces the length if you're doing work in the garden or whatever. And the other way that I wear scarves is the usual way. So in half, just round, and then take that bit through there and then pull it up. And again, if you wanted to, you can do a little knot. You want to reduce the size, but that's it. I mean, that's how I wear them, those 2 ways. but I usually have them dangling, and I usually dip them in my dinner or other things, as I've been known to in the winter when you're wearing loads of layers and things are dangling when you're going to the loo and stuff like that. Yeah, I did pee on a pashmina. I did. That's it for today. I will see you tomorrow. Morning, morning, morning. It is Wednesday morning and it's early. Well, it's not that early, but I was up early this morning. Paul had to go out very early because he is helping out a plot neighbour with a project. So I don't know whether you remember, but I don't know, a year ago, I don't know when it was, Paul did some work at a school with a plot neighbour on a presentation, an engineering presentation, workshop type thing. Anyway, he's doing it again today. So they had to leave really, really early to get to this school, which is down in Surrey somewhere. So Paul was up at 5, I think, 4:35. I got up at 5:30. Yeah, early start. But I haven't done much so far, but I'm going to spring into action now and do a few bits of housework. Need to empty the dishwasher and just tidy the kitchen, tidy round, strip the bed, put a wash on. Yeah, just stuff like that needs to be done this morning. I need to think about dinner, what I'm going to cook for dinner. So hopefully I can tie that in with a little bit of cookery. Yeah, feeling a bit bleary-eyed this morning. But hey-ho, hey-ho, I'll see you later. God, the kitchen's a bit of a mess. There's sort of bits and pieces everywhere. That's what happens when you don't stay on top of things, Paul. I blame Paul. Whenever he cooks, the place is a tip. So I'm starting off today using sodium bicarbonate down the sink. But there's stuff everywhere. I've got my sodium percarbonate out because I'm going to do the loos. Oh, I've got washing to put away. I've just dumped some bicarbonate of soda and vinegar down this toilet. So I'm just boiling the kettle to do the percarbonate. What else do I need to do? I need to put those coats away. They've just been dumped there. I need to sweep the patio as well today. There's sawdust all over the patio. It's that beautiful tree, love it. So they're just small jobs, they're not big jobs, but everything takes time. I'm going to get on with emptying the dishwasher now. Actually, no, I'll do the sodium percarbonate and the loos first, and then I'll empty the dishwasher. Just getting on with bits and pieces. Yeah, there's always something to do. But I can do this at my own pace. I can eat when I want to eat. I don't have to stick to a timetable. Just get on with it. That's where I store my dirty tea towels, in a bucket on the floor until they're ready for wash. I washed some of my scarves, my pashminas. Well, they're not all pashminas. I think there are some that are. But the ones I wear the most need to be washed regularly. I've got so many. This one's one of my favourites. It's very thin. It's perfect for spring, but it's deceivingly large. But when it's round the neck, it looks really small. Love that one. And some of them I've noticed need to be debobbled as well. They're getting old, you know, and I don't really intend on replacing any of them because I've got so many. I think I've probably got about 40. Okay, they can go upstairs. I'm going to put these scarves away and also strip the bed as well because that is overdue. I've been up and down these stairs so many times already today. I started stripping the bed earlier, but I thought, no, I'll have breakfast first. Right, let's put these away in the drawer. For those of you who've never seen it, this is my scarf drawer. There are a couple of layers. And yeah, I just roll them up and shove them in. A lot of them I haven't worn recently, so yeah. I'm just gonna bung these clean ones in. Just give them a quick roll. Shove them in for the moment. Oh, I've got a notification. Oh, sorry. Trying to do things with one hand. Ah, there we are, that'll do. If anybody's wondering what those little white things are, they're silica gel sachets that I keep in the bottom of the wardrobe to cut down on humidity. Yeah. There's like a high-pitched noise. Can you hear that? Must be outside. Let me open the window. Can't hear it now. Oh, it's outside. Yeah, yet another bit of noise pollution. Right, time to strip the bed. I think it'll be soon time to stop having these extra blankets. This one's lovely. We've got 2 of these and they're Welsh blankets, I think. Are they Welsh? I'm saying things that... There was a label, I'm sure. Maybe I'm going mad. Maybe they're not Welsh. Maybe the other one's Welsh. But they're very warm, very dense. And have never been attacked by moths. This one is years old. It's an IKEA bedspread, which we use in the winter. But I think we're reaching that stage, like I say. Oh. Somebody shouting at a dog in the street. Gosh. Right. Oh, I need to get the change of duvet cover. We're going to have old IKEA purple and white. This one was really a cheap one when I bought it, but it's so old that the cotton has become really nice and soft, which is nice. And this one has been really sturdy as well. So I usually do my pillowcases first because that's the job I hate the most. I have no idea whether you can see me or not. That's Paul's wedge. I don't know whether you can see it, but that's his Barrett's, so he doesn't get reflux. Needs a good wash, actually. But yeah, that's his wedge to help him sit up. Okay, let's do the pillowcases. And of course, all my pillows have pillow protectors, which again I wash periodically. And I have a stock of them. In fact, it's almost time to change, put new ones on, but not today, Satan, not today. I do love this new one, but it needs to be washed. But I do find that the new washing machine doesn't like small loads like the old one. It prefers a good load with just a little bit of room at the top. So putting one set of bedding in isn't enough. It needs something else to fill the load. So actually I might put a throw in. Ooh. It's getting brighter outside. The sky is bluing up. It's feeling a little bit warmer, and I noticed there was no condensation this morning on the windows. There was yesterday because the temperature really dropped during the night, but I think we're free of frosts now. What's that time? Is it 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock? I have no idea. Alexa, what's my notification?
Richard, there's one new notification from Amazon Shopping. Based on your order history, it may be time to reorder Persil Ultimate Liquid.
No, it's not. Alexa, stop. Alexa, what's the time?
The time is 9:02 a.m.
Oh, it's only 9 o'clock. God, I thought it was later. What I do like, now that I'm not working in a 9 to 5, I do like the fact that I can choose to do these kind of jobs really whenever I want. I used to have a routine, sort of like Saturday I would do the bedding, sometimes on a Friday. Washing would generally be on a Wednesday, especially when I was working part-time. I just like the fact that I can just choose to do things randomly if I want to, not having to have a strict routine all the time, is kind of quite refreshing in a way. I do like a bit of routine, but I also like a I don't know, a flavour of spontaneity. Let's put it that way. I think when you've got too much of a regime going on, I don't think there's much room for spontaneity. And I feel as though the past 18 years or so of being in that job, and most of it being full-time, I feel as though spontaneity kind of slipped out of my life. You know, I was always doing things spur of the moment. A friend would call and I'd drive over to meet them somewhere and we'd go out and, you know, things like that. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to be doing things like that now, but that was how I was. I would just, I'm going to the DIY store, I'm going to meet a friend, I'm going for a coffee, I'm going to do... That's all kind of gone, which is fine. It's not a problem, but yeah, this is my equivalent. Do you know what I mean? Choosing to do things randomly, different days, shaking things up a bit. Yeah. Right. Time to do the duvet cover using my technique, which you all should know about. Oop. Just find the opening first, so I know where it is. I swear to God, sometimes I go round twice and can never find the opening. Right, so I've got the opening towards me. Let's just bring this down onto the floor. Everything's falling on the floor now. Oh. The only annoying thing about this one is it's got buttons rather than press studs or poppers, which is sometimes a little fiddly. But I'm getting warm now, nice and warm. What I tend to do is feed this, I don't know whether you can see, but I feed it in so I know it's the right way round. Because with king size, there is a definite shape. It's not square, it's more of a rectangle. So I just feed it in like that. Of course, I always do up the duvet cover before it goes in the wash. Otherwise, it will fill up with pillowcases. Oh yeah, sun's really breaking through now. I want to take a picture of the blossom close up in the sun. That's one of the things I've got on my list for today. It's actually a mental list today. It's not a written down list. Right, that's good for the wash. Okay, keep on feeding this in now. Let's feed it all in. Grab my corners. Stuff the rest of it in. both my corners. And shake. Right, now to get the sheet on. Oh. Okay, that'll do. I think it's time for a coffee. Just doing my usual tidy up. I like the place to be straight. And also it's good exercise. I noticed, when was it? Yeah, yesterday, late in the day, my legs were really, really stiff from Monday's gardening. But it's good, it's a good stiffness. My back was feeling very tight as well. But, you know, I've had a bad back on and off for years. The only thing I find that keeps it supple is movement, plenty of movement. Not too much sitting around. Right. And a good range of movement as well. And also not carrying too much weight. Good, that'll do. Now I need to put some clothes away from upstairs, the top of the house. back up the stairs. I do these stairs, oh, goodness knows how many times a day. I like it. Right, more pashminas to put away. Oh, beautiful sky. Blue sky, fluffy clouds, and dirty windows. Good thing about these is they don't really need to be ironed. Beautiful one, that. Love the colours. It's one of my favourites, my rainbow one. Right, I shall leave that clothes made up because I will be bringing the bedding up shortly. Down the stairs again. Let's pop these on the bed for the moment. Go and see how that washing is doing. How long have we got? 1 hour, 3 minutes. Okay, need to tidy this room now. I've always got the tripod out. I'm usually using it for something. I'll keep it in its case just underneath the sofa here, just for convenience really. If I were to put it away, I'd be getting it out every 5 minutes. So there, and my reflectors under there as well. Okay, these coats have got to go upstairs. Hopefully I won't be wearing those coats. And I've got this out as well. Alice, I'm thinking of doing a narration of this, but it'll take a bit of work. So, especially with the amount of noise that's going on in the area. I said to Paul, 11:30. I said to Paul yesterday, you know, it's a good job I'm not an audiobook narrator because I would have to have a soundproofed room because of the amount of noise that goes on. You know, just ridiculous. This bowl is, I don't know whether you can see this bowl. It's full of stuff that needs to be gone through. Oh, I'm just going to pile more stuff on top of it now. Right, that can go in the dining room. I've got to have a good clear out of those shelves at some point as well. It's getting far too messy. Right. These are Paul's gilets that he wears at the plot. They can go in the utility room. Okay. That's our studio light, which sits there because it's usually charging on. I bung it in here, out of the way. Let's tidy this sofa a little bit. Hopefully we won't need these throws for much longer. But I'll keep them there just in case. New magazine from Q. That can go on the pile. Okay, that'll do in here. So as you can see from that beautiful blossom, it's a gorgeous day. Somewhat marred, I'm whinging again, by the child that likes to play football and keeps kicking his ball against the fence. Really annoying me. It's going to be a noisy summer, I can just feel it. The other neighbours are out in their garden, gardening away. Yeah. Oh. Noise. He's still kicking his ball. I don't let it get to me. I whinge about it here, but I don't let it get to me, generally. But it's the repetitive nature of that constant noise. And he's sometimes out there for a good couple of hours. So I pray for rain. Yeah. He's very polite. He's a very polite child. You know, we throw the balls back without slashing them with a knife. We're very good and we're very patient and we've never complained. So I assume they think everything's okay. And it is generally, but some days when I'm trying to concentrate on stuff, he starts playing with his balls and it's just, it gets on your nerves, basically. Paul is on his way home. He's texted me. He's not too far away. I think he's in Isleworth at the moment. I've just checked him on the map. So I need to think about dinner. So I need to say goodbye and get this sorted and uploaded and finished. There was no cookery to share this week because I just haven't had time so far today. My day has been fully occupied with other things, but I will be putting something together for dinner. Not too sure what. But yes, so I'll say goodbye for this segment of the week. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now and thanks for watching.